Close again, looking, end zone, caught, touchdown!
All right, Coach, so when we did this last year, we did it before the season kicked off in Boulder. Kind of a blessing we get to talk now because I get to ask you your initial thoughts of this group so far this season.
I like this group a lot. I think that we're finding our way, trying to kind of figure out who we are, and which is a good thing. I think we were kind of going through the same process this time last year. And the fun thing about teams, it's always interesting to see who you become and how the team gels and what the team becomes good at and known for. And you want to develop an identity. And so we're still going through the process, but I think I'm going to like the result.
45-42, Shador Sanders takes a knee, and how about this? Crime time!
I don't know how losing in the national championship by 60 isn't a wake-up call, but right now we're definitely the laughing stock of college football. So if it's not a wake-up call, then I don't know what it is.
So what did you learn about your team in the days and weeks following the Colorado loss?
The bottom line is we've got to do a better job getting our guys ready and being able to adjust when we kind of start to get it figured out. And we learned a lot about our team and learned a lot about things that we needed to get corrected. And I think we've made the appropriate corrections, and hopefully they'll work.
Continues for TCU.
We go to the national championship. Big one coming up. That's the one we want. Let's
I don't want to get too much into last season because I know it's a new year, new squad, but that run was so special to so many people. What did the college football playoff win and the national championship appearance do for this program, you think?
It was a magical ride. We were a team that just got better every week. I think mid-season we were probably a good team, and then we became a really good team. Then I think by the time we played Michigan, we were probably an elite level football team, and then certainly didn't put our best foot forward in the national championship game. But to improve 8 wins in a year I think was pretty magical, and I think it shows what can happen in college football in this day and age when you can take some pieces that you have, like we had, and then add some pieces to it, and get on a run. And I think that's kind of what that team did last year.
Do you think people view TCU differently now?
I think so. I mean, I think we're one of those programs. We don't have it's not a huge school. We don't have a million alumni. I think for us to earn that kind of respect, it's got to be something done not once or twice, but over year after year after year.
Quentin Johnson, Steve Avila, Kendre Miller, I can go on and on.
Yeah.
A lot of star power at the next level these days. Who has stood out to you so far this season to help fill those roles?
And look at Morris! Touchdown! What a fake!
Chandler's a guy that's been around college football for a long time, but really hasn't started that many games. And I think he's nowhere near reaching his potential, and we're excited to see what that potential is. And then defensively, Jamoy Hodge, I think, has had an excellent start to the season so far. Johnny Hodges is one of those guys that you love to watch him. Josh Newton, Bud Clark. I really like the leadership from that defensive group.
One thing I like about you, Coach P, did the same thing. When you walk in the tunnel and before you guys take the field, you're standing next to your players as you run out. What do you think about in that moment?
Well, I'm excited for the guys. You know what I mean? I think that's the biggest thing is, it's before I hit the tunnel, I always think, man, I'm lucky to be doing this. So these players are really fortunate to be here in this situation, and I'm always excited to see those guys perform.
Last question, I'll have you fill in the blank. TCU's going to be successful the rest of the season if what?
Well, if we'll play with an edge, I think that's the biggest thing for us. I mean, that's what we have to be as a program, as a team that plays hard, plays tough, plays physical, plays with an edge. And I think if we do that, then our players, young guys that are still developing, will grow into that role, and they'll produce, and they'll give us a chance to win every time we take the field.
Thanks,
I appreciate it,
Robbie.
Thank you. Okay, thank you.